Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland.
Man open left side, it's Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We call that sack lunch.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the...
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Here we go. Set 50. Win. Man. Let's go. Ready, go.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Martin a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And off comes to Martin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Caught left side, Williams. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back with it. They start the drive with Martin. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. They always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run, Martin. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run. Martin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
The quick slant caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, -2. Yards brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to
go. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. looking to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 10th touchdown of the... First down, here's the run with Martin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He'll look to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it with Jacobs, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The quick slant caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin.
Ready, set. 452. You don't know no better. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The throw complete here to Williams.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. On 2nd down, Martin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery. Touchdown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Let's go.
Throw left side complete. It's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams.
Here we go. 17. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand.
That's it, baby. That's it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're going to look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
That's it, baby.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got Gresham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 2nd and 11. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with his... They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. And
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders, 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And now Oakland ready to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Over the middle, complete. It's Martin, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. pillows. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment.
The bell is tolling.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against... pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Martin. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And Gresham has it left side. Oh, and now some space to operate. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you...
Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Dancing to his left. It's complete to Grant. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting a single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson back in November of 1968. There was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie Heidi. So a lot of the Jets fans missed the Raiders' comeback. You can imagine some saddened faces when they took the rubber bands off their newspapers the next morning on the East Coast. But don't worry. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, Gresham. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Got it? Mike 57. 61. Matchbox. Light. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Got it.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Will Park. Defensive back.
pick six, they go right back to the air. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Buying time to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Raiders 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Run up.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jermaine Gresham, his 9th touchdown.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. I got you. And go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Don't be mad.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice 1st down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were...
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this is champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym, jumping all over